What's up, guys? How's it going? This is Ross here, and I'm with an amazing friend and client, Clarisse.
Hello.
And today we're just going to do an interview. Clarisse and I have been working together now with health coaching for about 5 weeks or so, and I call her Wonder Woman because she is absolutely killing it. And she's making so much amazing progress, and I just wanted to have her open up. Maybe she can inspire one of you, maybe one of you that's kind of wanting to start. We'll get something from this, and here we go. So, Clarisse, first things first is what inspires you to kind of turn a new leaf in your life and really jump on the fitness train?
Honestly, for the longest time, I was really focused on my spirituality and sort of creating a mindset about being closer to what I want to be in my life and inspire myself to be that person that I'm meant to be. And so I think for the longest time I'd been focusing on those two aspects of my life, and I was sort of missing that whole physiology and feeling exactly what I was feeling mentally and spiritually in my body. And so there was something that sparked this sort of inspiration in me to be you know what, I bet if I got my mind, my spirituality, and my body together in alignment, then there'd be a possibility for me to do all the things that I wanted to do in my life. And so that's sort of what got me started on the physical journey.
Wow, I love that. So kind of like a holistic approach, having
Totally.
everything tuned in. Also, here's a question. Do you feel like doing the first two things, the mind and the spirituality, kind of sets you up in a position to really run? Because just so you know, this is A+ star award client right here. She's killing it, and we'll get to that in a minute. But do you feel like that kind of preparation sets you up?
Definitely, because I think a lot of doing something physically or maintaining a goal, you do have to work on your mental capacity or your belief system, and even just thinking it's a possibility is a seed that needs to be planted before you can even approach something I want to run a mile within a certain time, or just run a mile in general. And so yes, I definitely think it was a stepping stone for me to reach that point where I was you know what, I don't have any more limiting beliefs. I'm really connected spiritually with God, and so now it's just everything kind of falls into place so that physically it's possible. And when all of that's aligned, it's you're unstoppable.
So I love that. So alignment was one thing I heard, but also belief, and believe that you can. And one thing that I see really gets in a lot of people's way is maybe they've tried something before, or they've tried a diet, and maybe they failed. And so whenever they want to start again, they're almost holding on to that failure, and it keeps them from trying again. So thank you for sharing that. Now let's get to the good stuff, the goods. What are some things that you've experienced so far? What kind of results are you getting? What are you proud of? What are some challenges? Talk to us a little bit about it.
Well, one thing for sure is I never really identified as an athlete. Maybe I was fit or getting my body sort of healthy, but I never really had that identity before. And so since starting with you, Ross, I feel that has become more and more ingrained in me. And so identifying as an athlete has definitely helped me go the next level with all of the sort of goals that we're setting together, and one of which was running the mile at a certain, I didn't really want to get it at a certain time, but it's having that mindset of I'm an athlete, so therefore I can run a mile in whatever time it is I even want to set.
Yeah.
And so it did start off as I'm just gonna run the mile and see how I do, which was the first time was 12 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
And then the second time we had done it together, it was 10:45. And then I did it on my own for the first time again, and it was 9:59. So it was hitting that 10-minute threshold.
Yeah.
I would never have thought, but because I have that
Dan,
mindset.
she did that in 3 weeks.
But because I have that mindset now that I am an athlete, it's
I love it.
getting I don't know, it's not even a thing anymore. It's I just run the mile, and I do it from a place of because I'm an athlete, I can do it. And now I'm at 8:40. So
8:40. So cool. And another thing about that too is what you said about the first one, and this is kind of I gave her the assignment that week to go run a mile, but also just see how it goes. Run your first mile, get it out. There's no right or wrong, there's no pressure. And because she went and did that, we had the first time. And then the next time she was able to chip it off, we ran together, and then she ran with a friend and she chipped it off, and then now she's at 840, which is incredible. Have you noticed anything else? Any other changes? Maybe anything physical?
Yeah.
Get ready for this.
Well, again, I think it was just like the mindset of I want to do this because I want to align my mind, my body, my spirit, and because I'm like feel so much incongruence with all of that, and I'm doing all these amazing things with my body, I'm moving in different ways I never thought I could. I have lost, actually it's 15 pounds at this point now, and
we're talking like 5 weeks, guys.
And like 5 inches off my waist.
Woo! Say one time for the people in the back.
And I thought I would have lost them in my bust, but that's still there. So.
Yeah, we gotta save them.
So yeah, watch out, Victoria's Secret.
Woo, she's coming. I love that, guys, and it's so cool to see that progress. But literally, our outer world is a reflection of our inner world.
Totally.
So this woman right here has put so much work into herself, into her relationship with herself, her beliefs, her spirituality, that when she came to me, she was just ready to start running. And anytime I give her an assignment or journaling, whatever it is, she does it. And she's been feeling so good, and she's been radiating all this beauty and light, and people have been attracted to her, like, what's going on? And it's all a result of the work that she's doing on the inside. And then one added benefit of that is that her outside is completely changing to match Wonder Woman that's being opened up from the inside, that's been there, and we're cleaning her up and we're letting her out. So it's been really cool to see that. And also, do you feel like this has been really tough? Has it been fun? What kind of emotions have you been feeling? A little of both?
Definitely a combination of both, because I think whenever you're gonna try something new or anything you've like never really thought about doing, there's gonna be some fear. But I think when you do it in a very safe space, and when you have someone who's like as awesome and supportive as Ross,
Thank you.
it's anything really is possible, and it's really been actually more fun than anything.
Yeah. Aw.
And it's like something I know that I think I've told you this before. It's like I have a new default, and it's to have fun, to enjoy like everything that's going on, like the whole process, and not be attached to any outcome. And when you do that and you do it wholeheartedly, and you do it in like a really like fun, safe space, like things happen and changes happen that are really sustainable, and it's not like a one-off thing. It's gonna be forever. And so for me, that's been really like life-changing, one, and then two, just a fun thing to do and amazing. And I know it's like I'm never gonna go back to that person I was before.
It's a new identity, and kind of like what she was talking about before, is now she identifies as an athlete. There's certain exercises that an athlete does, there's certain ways that an athlete moves, there's certain amounts of exercise that an athlete gets in every week. And when you're building sustainable change, you're not doing things because you're mad at yourself or you've messed up before and you need to punish yourself. It's like, no, it's you're enjoying moving your body and changing your body and exercising and loving on yourself, and you build these habits in a way that it does become your new default, and you want to stick to it. I can't say how, like, I'm so proud of this woman who just exceeds my expectations every day, and we've been co-creating this thing so far, and it's been so much fun for both of us. Now, before we go, first of all, thank you for sharing your heart with everyone. Is there any advice you have for someone that's been maybe saying, oh, well, maybe tomorrow, or they are really wanting to start on their own journey, but for whatever reason, maybe they've done it before and they're feeling scared, or they're procrastinating? Do you have any advice for them?
Actually, I do. Is it one day or day one?
Mic drop. We're going to leave it at that. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Clarisse, aka Wonder Woman. This is your boy Ross, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.